Alright, everybody. We are live, and today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. Obsidian's classic. Probably Obsidian's arguably best game. That's a hard argument though. I'm sure some people could debate about me in the community what's a better game. Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2, the Sith Lords, or Fallout New Vegas, because if you didn't know, it was made by the same developer. There's a lot of features in this game which are Fallout New Vegas. But anyway, we're back, so hopefully today we're going to try and get out of this Katorio planet. I like to call Plaga, the Katorio planet. So I'm going to need my mouse. So we are using a few mods. As I said, this is a modded playthrough. So we're only using 3 mods. So the mod we're using store content, for obvious reasons. Because stores a bunch of content that was cut from the game. Second mod is the camera fix, which is kind of makes it like Knights of the Republic 1 camera. And the third mod is you can see your lightsabers from the start, because me personally, I'm getting a lightsaber takes forever in Star Wars Knights of the Republic 1. But anyway, we need to do these so we can get a voice.
Sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids. Everyone knows they need an upgrade. The sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands. Finished my examination of the droids from the Ebonhawk freighter. The T3 unit looked like it had shut itself down. The protocol droid, however, made up for it. It talked my ear off for most of the hour, asking questions about the facility, the personnel, and so on. Still, it wanted to make itself useful, so I put it to work until its master wakes up from the med bay. It seems to have some skills in speaking to droid behavior course, so there's been some trouble with some of the mining droids, so I'm signing off.
You don't think, oh, it could be him.
Been speaking to the protocol droid about the Jedi in med bay. I thought they'd all gone away or been killed in the Jedi Civil War. The droid told me that his master is the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy, and that the Jedi had served in the Mandalorian Wars almost 10 years ago. That would have meant that the Jedi served under Revan for a time. Maybe the Jedi knows what happened to Revan after the end of the Jedi Civil War. Been too busy to enter a log for a while. There's been more and more accidents since that Jedi arrived. The miners are starting to get restless, especially Corda. Corda said the exchange is offering a huge bounty on Jedi Knights and that we can make a fortune if we sell the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Security shot down that idea pretty quick, but I don't think Corda and his men are going to give up that easy. I mentioned the trouble to the Jedi's protocol droid, and he seemed concerned about his master's safety. I told the droid not to worry. The Corda wouldn't.
Already.
With the protocol droid's help, I made some upgrades to the sonic imprint sensor, using some of the droid's vocabulator subroutines. In addition to its ability to store and record voices, it now has the droid's full array of alien languages, including Basic. Should prove useful as a portable translator. I tried to make sure the protocol unit got some credit for helping fashion it, but the droid refused, saying the work was reward enough. I was thinking of installing the prototype in one of the mining droids as a test and see what happens. When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter, but I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code. The maintenance check on the droids didn't help. If anything, the accidents have increased. Security interrogated me about the droids and they weren't too happy with my answers. I don't understand it though. These aren't combat models. They shouldn't even know how to attack. I can't help but think, what if somebody staged the initial trouble with the mining droids just to get them all sent to maintenance, and then did something to them? I think security's right. Someone's trying to sabotage this facility and they're using the droids to do it. But why?
And they don't realise that that's a HQ unit, which is an assassin droid. Bomb system. Knows the planet, and we had to destroy it anyway. And the first time I played this, I was like, no, you can't destroy it, it can't be that simple. No, but it is. Okay. So it's just a basic force lightning strikey thing. Like that. Okay. We can't loot these. So I've been thinking, right? So so we need this space we know to look. It should be a certain millisecond. Okay. So I don't think we need the HK unit for anything, do we? That's just another way to get the door open, potentially, like destroying stuff. I'll double check.
Greeting.
Never mind. Nah. Already asked him. What he wants. I bet the people that never played Night Zero Pilot 1 probably thought, oh, that is just a protocol droid. Not, you know, what it really is. Assassin droid. And that's not a spoiler. And if that is a spoiler for you, then rip for not playing the game. Game is going to be 19 years old. It's actually more like 18-year-olds if you're playing the PC version, I suppose, but close enough. And they also buffed the speed of this, so remember this Knights of the Republic 1. This was super slow.
That's about time. I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility. On the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
Huh? What are you doing out there?
Why did you say you shut that down?
That's what I wanted to tell you. The few remaining venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paraga's fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path. That's just it. They're not supposed to be active when the airlock's opened, and not without the safety measures kicking in. The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior, and only in the last few minutes. It's almost as if... Now what now? I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
A bad feeling? Yep. That would bug my shit. They dead. It's Scion. Jungle music. I know how they're controlling the ship. Alright. Oh my god, another cutscene.
He has come.
Has he now? We'll see if we keep it good, because... That's weird. Why is my mouse not... Why is my mouse not working now? Oh, don't tell me this is a glitch of the PC version. Your mouse doesn't work. Oh my god, there's a glitch of the PC version where the mouse is not working. Is it working now? Give me a minute, chat. So apparently a bunch of cutscenes just breaks the mouse in this game. Whatever, man. You know what was happening, chat? See, every time the cutscenes was happening, it kept tabbing me out the game, but I wasn't getting tabbed out the game. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, but like on my other monitor, like the game keep disappearing for a second, then reappearing, like the game was tabbing itself out. It's doing it again, it's doing it again, second I went on it. Okay, it's fixed now. That's what matters. You need to use the mouse. I need to use the mouse in this game. The controller's alright, but... Unfortunately, Steam did an update to their Steam controller system update, so I can't get the controller to act like a keyboard and mouse, which I used to be able to do. But Steam's did an update to their controller layout, so I can't do that anymore, which sucks. So now I have to use the mouse to play this. Nothing to worry about though. So these games are a lot better to play keyboard mouse than control anyway. Would you get a gauntlet though sometime? Minus one when I'm wrong. That is sexy. Yeah, we'll have enough. Yeah. You ought to be stealthy. Right. How can you miss? I always find that kind of stupid in these games, like you can miss. This is the only praise I could give the remake, like if they ever remake this game as well. Like race swapping and that pisses me off, but at least you know like they can modernize the combat. Though I've heard the reason why the remake got delayed is because Sony wanted the game to play like God of War. Now like Sony, not every game has to play like freaking Sony first parties. To be honest, I'm kind of even surprised Sony even got a deal with the fucking the remake, because the original games were Xbox exclusives, obviously. Yeah. I mean that's useful, but I'd rather take less damage right now. I'm that fire on that shit. Use workers, create for brackets. Can we get lightsaber with the very friend here? Awareness. I think we get the better lightsaber components. You actually have to go out the way and look for them. Stealth's pointless. Yeah. Can't make the R3 versions. You need to scale the verse up anyway. Get any of these upgrades I want anyway. Alright, so how's this gonna work? Save the game here. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure these things freeze you constantly. Nice. I love it when I miss. See, this is the only bad thing about going to counselor class. As you can see, early game. In the early game, it's practically impossible to hit anything. Because I have to use a lightsaber. This class is the worst for melee weapons. But I'm not going to be I'm not waiting 10 minutes, you know, for my force to regenerate to get in combat. Plus it's early game, so I can get away with fighting with a lightsaber. And if I guess if it gets that bad, I can always lower the difficulty. Well, I should put mid packs on. Alright. So rather than go to bed, yeah. Let's see, sorry, doors. To be honest, I didn't do that. Then using my parts. Though this game, you don't need a bunch of parts to complete the final bit in the game, though. So we are going to play this a wee bit faster because you can die here. This gas. Right. Let's place dynamite. Where are my mains? Three had mains on me. Maybe I didn't. Get back. Okay. And open that. Alright, let's do this solo. Run.
This may be the beginning of a long record. It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal strength, but it's better than nothing. The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. The code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers are...
Sir, couldn't we contact the medbay? Maybe the Jedi's awake. If so, he could help us.
No good. The link to the medical computer was severed from the hub, just like the administration console. Even if the Jedi wakes up, how would we get the dormitory turbolift code to him? Without it, the turbolift to the administration level is locked down. We just took an inventory of our supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe he could... but no, he's still floating in that damn tank. Someone's played us for fools. And since Quarter and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system? Is...
Oh. I'm gonna just stand in there. It's poisonous.
The transmission gives the code to open the turbolift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of...
Okay.
The transmission gives the code to open...
Okay. So we have got intelligence to figure that out. Right. We got antidote kits. We don't. That's not good. Okay, we gotta be fast then. Daily shield, not bad. So we need to go back to the other hole, we just didn't do that. So it's just a mix of multiple betrayers. You can see the protocol droids on the HK unit betraying everyone, and they went to the Jedi, so to this change. These Mandalorians to the snow. Ironic. If you ask me. Don't have any rides. So not even in this room. Right. Basic cams. This one's broken, ain't it? Yeah. But there's a lot of elements in this, like the speech detection that you can do speech detection, like intelligence, repair, stuff like that. Which is a thing that was also in Fallout New Vegas. Like the other Fallout games, you could only use speech checks and that was it. You could use all the other stuff. Yeah.
Manama trade sobre barakto drone. Krishe mentru gre bavano flank tour na saganich. Gravawe no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto so potuto neliep grim patata. Trawinsto busuto neliep gram patata. Tele ronda nana nintolo gradatira. Der rinto runto wakare que wapa terra chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no bodat. Dosane caramala blur incidera mel rebe chinchin granactada. Relibe coronto so mele grima con corregim passa. Rechu constrada somo con cere non grum. Geractada cemenza binga rukutoto und chuchur remananza. Der rinto runto wakare que wapa terra chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no bodat. Dosane caramala blur Manama trade sobre barakto drone. Krishe mentru gre bavano flank tour na saganich. Gravawe no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto so potuto neliep grim patata. Trawinsto busuto neliep gram patata. Tele ronda nana nintolo gradatira. Der vinto runto wakere kwe wapatera tanan chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no botat. Dosane karamala blue incidera mel rebe chinchin kranaktada. Ferra to rampada no rinka nel camera cella fibor no. To rumka were kare papanala ranchinga. Totorere seni sensen. In the session. Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank tour na saganich. Grava we no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto sopotuto neliep grimpatado. Trawinsto busuto neliep grimpatada. Tele ronda nana nintolo gradatira. Der vinto runto wakere kwe wapatera tanan chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no botat. Dosane karamala blue incidera mel rebe chinchin kranaktada. Ferra to rampada no rinka nel camera cella fibor no. To rumka were kare papanala ranchinga. Totorere seni sensen. In the session tranda un lontros nana what is it? One of you seni sensen drawicha canel commercial cella fibon lot.
Your ears always were too big, CN. Come on, if the maintenance officer comes through on the explosions, these dorms are gonna be filling up soon. And shut that damn data pad off and throw it down the refresher.
Or is it refresher like sync?
We managed to get to the dormitories. We should be safe here.
There's a lot of dialogue in
We've been
this early
trying
bit
to
of the
use the
game.
holo transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown. But the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible. But there's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress calls in the meantime. We've been trying to find a way to circumvent the lockdown and get to our hangar bay, but so far, no luck. The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if a fuel leak was detected. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level, and we can't get up to the docking bay while we're trapped here. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. If not, then we're stranded here. Unless our transmission reaches a passing ship, or a Telos freighter. Managed to use the holo transmitter here as a crude relay to beam short-burst transmissions outside the Paragas facility. With any luck, the transmission will carry beyond the asteroid field. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. We're using a simple military flash code to transmit the code to the turbolift's, so maybe our rescuers can get down to the dormitory when they reach the station. Without those turbolift codes, our rescuers wouldn't be able to get here from the administration level. And without those codes, we wouldn't be able to get to the administration level if we found a way out on our own. The messages are short distress calls only, since we can't get much signal strength. It's pretty weak, so unless a ship is actively searching the area, it might be a long time before a ship picks up the message. After all, who would be scouring frequencies way out here looking for trouble?
Oh, somebody did find us. Not somebody we wanted to find us, but... Alright. Alright, save the game. There's not a lot of saving in a game like this, so we don't have to do that all again. You always skip it, I suppose, but it might be like they show Public 1, if you skip a bunch of dialogue, the game, you know, glitches. Oh, really, man? No, you think you're funny? Damn with fair droid. Great. Come on, you need to hit it, bro. When are you open them when it says locked? Just realistically, you should be able to break them open, but you can't for some reason. I guess the lightsaber does make the start of the game really, really simple, where you can skip some stuff that you should be able to normally do. But makes it a bit more entertaining. Especially how long it takes to get a lightsaber in the game. I would do it go to 1 as well, but you lose the connection to the Force at the start of that game, so in the lightsaber, having the lightsaber at the start of the game and access to the Force actually does skip some dialogue, doesn't it? far as I know, it doesn't. Right. Powers. I really just need levels more than anything. Does not affect droids. I guess we'll do lightsaber film. For now. I see YouTube's also doing a great job at recommending their stream. We streamed for half an hour and nobody's got recommended to my stream at all. Nice job, YouTube. I love YouTube sometimes, man. Great platform. Seriously, a lovely, great platform. It's so weird. It always seems, this happened to me last year as well, like towards the end of January and February, my viewership is the worst it's ever, but around December, November it's always the highest. Not always the highest. The start of January is usually quite high as well, but yeah, we'll change in a few months, of course. Like, if I had like a few thousand subscribers and I was monetizing that shit, I'd probably, and if it's a stage where the viewership's that bad during January and February, I'd probably take January and February off of content creation and just do the rest of the year. But then I'd be bored. Every time. I've also figured out we're gonna start doing Tuesday streams as well. Like, or we're gonna start streaming on Tuesdays again. We're gonna do it obviously at evening. I want to do 5 days a week. I think 7 days is too much. So we're getting a lot of chems. The beam mask could have been useful there. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna start streaming on Tuesday, but it's gonna be at like 6:30. We're gonna be starting it. It's just gonna be later the other days of the week. The other day we'll do streams as well. Okay. But to be honest, I can actually kind of understand why the viewership's terrible, because this part of the game is absolutely awful. But and I mean, this game and that part of the game really does suck. Immune to poison. I mean, nah, keep skill awareness up. I mean, they're good. But we have no particle effect when we're around. See, you just. I did it on armed only playthrough. That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting playthrough, I'll say that. Alright, so let's. Where's my mouse? Read this.
Holmes didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you Murklack. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Yes, a regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal. I doubt they know what's really going on.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission. By the time help arrives, They'll be all the way to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing breaches in the core exhaust conduits.
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now to correct that problem.
Corda, this turbo lift's locked down. The sequence isn't working.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You? It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing his identity, and then trying to harm him. And that I cannot allow. Statement. You are a risk, Corda. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased.
That was a hate shit unit the whole time. This is...
Mocking query. Corta, are you dead yet? Smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes. In case you managed to get this far.
Alright, let's just destroy it, because fuck doing the puzzle. That's a kill feature, I like that. You just destroy it rather than doing the puzzle. I destroy it even in... You don't get any... There's no downside to destroying it.
I have felt a disturbance. Our enemy is here. We must leave at once. We are together in this matter, you and I. What affects you affects me. There can be no division in our actions, or everything is lost. I realize that you have traveled alone ever since the Mandalorian Wars, but that time of self-reflection is over. And if you cannot see beyond yourself and your own needs, then you should know that I have the only means of accessing the Ebon Hawk's Navi computer. Without it, we both are trapped here. We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard. If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that has docked here.
Okay. Alright, so let's get Courier upgraded. Shall we? So, Courier. We'll do Western. For sure, it's same skill with me, apart from she's got some basic skills and strength. So Courier doesn't use dark side or light side, she's in the middle. So doesn't really matter what we do force wise. I mean, I'd upgrade other stuff to be honest rather than stealth, but stealth is such a pointless skill in my opinion. But we'll do lightsaber through. Can't do anything anymore, super low levels. Let's give our basic lightsaber for now. Yeah, those goblins. Basic energy shield. And Mandalorian shield. I guess you got one of them. Can't show you what creators in this game. Jedi Council also like the best used to use Force. Trust me. Now, unfortunately, if you run back, you can't find them melee in this game.
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking? Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty.
And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station.
Lost by river, jumping up.
Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue. Correction. I am not here to argue semantics, Master, so I will simply inform you that you are wrong, as were those recently corrected miners. Resignation. Very well, Master. If inflicting pain is the only means to resolve this matter, then you leave me no choice.
Oh, really? Jeez.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Statement. Selfless 3, 2, 1.
Everyone down!
It was failing, Master.
So let's collect one of them because they're gonna come in useful later. Right. So let's see. So we don't have anything really unlocked. Guess we'll get a reading mask on for now. Sure. So let's see. So his best skill is dexterity. We'll have a constitution. Believe it or not, we don't actually want to level up too many skills into this guy. Because, you know. But we're going to do it regardless. This is a playthrough, not a, oh, let's get the best build possible. You know. You don't, you don't. So we are going to get his, so we're going to put heavy armor on him. Okay. So I did do a lot of damage to this.
Something is wrong. I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blaster fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
We cannot go back into the facility. If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded.
Well, it's your idea instead of.
The two of you, be silent. We need a course of action, not division in our ranks. Otherwise, this ship will be our last stand.
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their Navicomputer. They'd have to. Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go.
Yeah.
Our enemies gather while we wait here.
Very funny. Right now, I'm better off with the two of you, so let's go.
Oh, man. Yeah, so we're gonna pass off every combatant. Just why not?
This shall not stop us for long.
Easy.
We've been diverted from Onderon to the Outer Rim. There's not enough ships out there, and we're already hard-pressed to keep patrolling the regions under our jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malik, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait. As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of his identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger is, he's got diplomatic-level priority, whether he knows it or not. We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap. We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter, did you get confirmation on it?
Yes, sir. We did not have the vessel listed in our databanks, so we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that he reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure he arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Right, he's an admiral now.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I am always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything he needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. His safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
What's that damn droid again? I think nobody knows it's assassin droid, but I guess nobody could because, as far as we know, they're really rare. The HQ units. Very smart assassins, I'll say that. Like nobody expected a thing. I do want to check the north part of the ship as well. If we can, of course. What do we have more?
We have taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. Says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship.
Awkward.
Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept. Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it, and there's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want tractor beams to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort, but we'll find out.
Everyone on the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
And keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went.
Something is wrong. I don't know if it's all those guys that are miserable.
We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
I have come for the Jedi.
What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
I'm the Jedi. Alright. I do actually want to, I haven't shown that's the right way over there. So I want to check this real quick. Probably should put 4 speed in one of the characters in this game. I see that.
Let us end this.
More where that came from.
Come on. How can you miss a hit like that? Right, so this is crew quarters. We probably don't want to go down there yet. Right, so we probably do want to go back here. Those goblins good. Skill usage, demolition, security. Not useful in our character, but stealth. Nah, stealth's pointless. Okay. Oh.
Time to take you down to size.
Locked. Come on. How can you mess it out like that? How can you mess that? Seriously. I get it. Melee shield. Yeah, actually, decent amount of credits. Viper blade. Yeah, force lightning is really powerful in this game. Just wait till we get an upgrade. Like, force lightning in this game is really powerful. And once you get the first upgrade as well, that's just basic shock. Once you get the last upgrade, it's freaking borderline broken OP. Okay, so we have got to go the other way. So I made a smart decision going this way. I guess he's closed. Yeah. Try to get as much stuff early as possible in the game. Pretty sure we can't open this. No. Okay. More credits. I actually did pretty decent in credits, I don't know how you check these types of games, how many credits you have, but and we have over about 1,000 now.
Are you all right?
This was your room? When?
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
We have armband, a data pad. Okay. That armband is useful. Constitution. And Some stats by one. I see that guy, by the way.
More where that came from.
Nice. Alright. Let's see. Beats. Proof, focus, force. Okay. First awareness, treat injury. What is this? Got you at level 10. Okay. We do probably want to eventually get some sort of combat upgraded. I kinda wish you get rid of these skills. These skills are so pointless. Considering the fact I ain't using a blaster. That'd be an interesting challenge, a blaster only challenge. Nah. We'll do this one. Speed bonus, speed. Powers. So we get to be level 9 to get force lightning upgraded. I actually got 2 force powers this level. Let's just do it. Okay, we're using a lightsaber, so we don't need that. I'm gonna upgrade this, even though we're going dark side character and this is a light side power. You can still use light side powers as a dark side character. It just means it uses more of your power. But Force Heal is the best ability to spam. It means we won't have to use the medkits. Though it's gonna use a lot of force because we are dark side. But Force Heal is pretty OP in these games. Why is my excellent bit? Don't know why I keep stopping like that. Probably don't want to leave this area. Hope we're getting followed. Yeah. Don't see best at. Here. Let's see. I think with Bear is kind of useless, but focused. She doesn't use any melee attacks, which is true. Don't know if we should. Active. Fury. Should we go more tankiness? To be honest, it's early game. It is the early game, so we probably want to go more tankiness. to get that out of the way early in the game. I'm going to see power that we got myself at that. Mind trick, useful, cross screen. Good mind trick. Okay. I will send the medical bay. Get some stuff in here anyway. That belt any useful? That's actually not that bad. That's actually quite a good skill. Increases 3 energy, security, repair, +2, demolition, +2. Unfortunately, I'm not working on demolition, repair, or security. So I'm not going to put that on. But, I mean, that would be quite useful on a character that works with all 4 of those skills. Or at least 3 of them. When do you want to heal yourself? Sure. Don't have to see with your companions. It does. It's not completely useless.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this. Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together. His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his skeleton, as if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together. Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together.
What do you think he's a Sith? Using his anger?
This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him are Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord, alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
Have to get camps from that supply. Nice. Hammer carbons. He moved. Back. No, don't need that. More games. Right. Alright, let's see. Can I get any so this is just a health one? Okay. That's 40. Simulus. Dexterity boost. Constitution boost. That's not that bad actually, but it's stimulus. Mines as well. No skills in demolition. We're not going to be using mines or grenades the whole game for our main character, it seems like. That's fine. Oh shit, Sith Assassin.
More where that came from.
Guys, I am thinking, I've got the money, by the way, I'm going to probably get an Iron End mic one. Blue Yeti mics are good, but you can still hear, like, the background noise, you know what I mean? You can hear that I'm in a big room. Don't know. Maybe it will encourage people to not leave the stream as much. For random people that actually click on the stream constantly. They're like, yeah, you know what, let's actually stay. Probably also the Scottish accent. Probably another reason why people leave. Brick knows. Who knows? Anyway, I watched stand anyway. So it'd be better to use with a stand. Means I can get it, you know, closer to my mouth, because I've got it like at the table right now. Like probably about 2 meters away from the table. Right, so let's check in here real quick. Because I don't want to go downstairs yet. I don't want to go. No. Can you cancel combat? We can prepare a workout just for combat? No. No, I don't. That's a great way to poke a lightsaber in the door, not even look at it. Obviously sabotage. Look at some protocol droid. I mean, a protocol droid probably can read I don't know, maybe see invisibility better than a human can. There's a really weird glitch in this game with the controller where you just randomly stop moving.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Do you know?
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. Trust me, when it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about these things.
Alright, I was gonna see. Lymphoman's lost. He's gonna get terrible Lymphamans. I'm gonna get absolutely awful Lymphomans on him. Really bad influence probably everybody, let's be real. Anyway, I was gonna save the game regardless.
I have come for the Jedi.
This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
You should have fought with the lightsaber, not the blade.
He cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run. I shall be along shortly.
Cross. You cannot kill what you cannot see. Guess that is a true statement. I mean, the lightsaber does make these early sections a wee bit easier. Like, if we don't have a lightsaber, it could be a wee bit more annoying. Kind of weird you can't open some of these doors though. Anyway, workbench. To upgrade items. Wait, upgrade our lightsaber. Nothing. Probably got nothing doing. Yeah. Alright. Still probably upgrade the minus lightsaber. We're gonna lose our lightsaber. I just thought that maybe I should have created a lightsaber. Sorry, okay, we'll get another lightsaber later on in the game anyway. So how are we doing on lightsaber parts? Are you demolition? I'm sure we can find better lightsaber parts in the game regardless, but damage bonus, awareness, blast deflection. I mean, some skills are damage bonus. Great item. Blaster. Alright, upgrade. Let's get upgrade on that lightsaber. Done. I swear, doesn't matter. You know what, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We don't need to upgrade everything that's super early in the game anyway. Plus, as I said, I'm playing more of a... I'm playing as a counselor for now. Of course, that's going to change later in the game, but playing with a class that focuses more on the use of, you know, the more the use of the Force, rather than a lightsaber. Still, a lightsaber will come in useful. Until we can get Force channel unlocked, where we can get more Force. Good and main control system. I would have had to do that regardless. It's kind of like Cold Tower in that way, where if you get higher skills, obviously it costs less. I think it's every 4 skills. So it is kind of worth. Really just bad it's almost took this 2 hours to do as well. It's how slow this game is, how slow this game starts.
Tell me you're joking. We are not gonna cross back into the Paragas facility through the fuel line. That's crazy. Oh, hell. Better the death you know. I'm right behind you.
I sense you, my master. Faint. Weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
Sometimes I feel like that's good. Damn.
What's wrong? Are you all right?
Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now.
What happened to you? All right then, if you're sure.
Dun, 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 dun. That noise it makes.
It's a utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
Alright, so let's get this stupid droid level up. I'm a HD fan, don't really care, but this droid does have a slightly more use in this game than it does in the first game, so I'll give it that, I suppose. Like, this droid in the first game, you only ever used it for like one mission. And that was it. It does have computer use, which is quite useful. So you see the droid doesn't really have any skills. I guess we'll do that. Well, level not only level 6. So actually start back from getting to the level I want to get to. Oops, I wanted to save it, not cancel it. Alright, so can we use the droid to, you know... Talking about the droid, we need to put some better stuff on it. And nothing here. That's computer use 3. Regeneration. That's useful actually. Not the exact same. Nothing here. Let's try and recover these mines, see if we can get some mines. Skill's too low. Demolition, is it? Yeah, skill is too low. Can we defuse the mine at least? No. So we can get rid of the mines, but we can't pick them up. That kind of sucks. I mean, it would be quite useful if we could pick up the mines. This is going to be a very long fight room, channel. I'm just judging by the fact we're still not off the good fucking tutorial planet and we're already, How long are we into the game? Almost 4 hours. I'm taking longer than normal. Like, if I was playing this myself, I'd be skipping some of the dialogue. But it's fine. Doesn't bother me. It's a nice sword product. It's what I call a long-term game anyway in the channel. Oh, I tried to try and cover with these. Nah. It's going to take us about 10 hours in this game. Maybe 8 to 10 hours to get the local world part. Kind of spooked me. I didn't expect the AI to talk with it. We have got 2 deadly Sonic moves. Yeah, but you got a demolition skill as well.
More where that came from.
Nintendo I could make the character like super weak until we can unlock the master skills, but nah. We're just gonna get off the plan today, and that's gonna be us today. I wish I wasn't joking, but I am. And is there a quick save key in this game?
More where that came from. Time to even the odds. Time to take you down to size. More where that came from.
Did he really die? Really at him? But we can't do anything yet. Can we go this way? Ow. Nah. Guess I'll use all my force to use freaking force heal. Literally, all my force. Ah. We're not dying though, so I got just in an okay position to not be dying. Can't say much about my companions though. I don't know what's the best. Well, it's like a lightsaber. Heavy attack? Probably. Probably. Yeah. Let's see, we're in this ways. Okay, so we do have a repair by 5, which is quite useful to a certain extent. Okay. So it's only got 1 powerless level. I want to be level 9 so badly. It's a massive jump, like, you gotta be like, so I can get Force Lightning. Force Storm's by the really OP ability in this game. Come and get there. And defend. Yeah, we'll do force speed. Get master speed in this game as well. That's a good thing, like you get more upgraded powers in this game, like a lot more powers you can get to tier 3, not just tier 2. I didn't see this. See, that's like a glitch in the about it too. That is like a glitch. That's a really common bug in this game, by the way. That's what the community patch mostly fixed. That's the problem with. But it was the patch. Actually, the patch that fixed the game caused you to skip. Sometimes you skip dialogue randomly. So doing the save side, I'm gonna load the game. Jeez, look how fucking long. Why you don't rely on? Alright. Hopefully that fixes any skip dialogue glitches. These are still empty. Okay.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine.
I think we've listened to this already.
As requested, all the programming spikes the security off. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody...
Hang on.
Who ordered the mining drone?
Yeah, we've already seen this. We've already seen this dialogue from earlier. Chat, I do need that. I do need to go. I'm going to pee. I'm going to do a pee. Back. I'm going to the toilet. Do that. So yeah. I'm sorry for that sound, by the way. I hear that joint. So I play combat on the keyboard and mouse, and I don't play with the controller. A lot more smoother. Like, you can't do this on the console version. Well, I don't know if you can in Cold 3, but it's nice to have other ones. You can't spam.
More where that came
like
from.
you're in the valley.
Let's settle this.
Let's not engage that, unless the AI engages it.
Everyone down.
Ah, better than that. Get rid of this first.
More where that came from.
Can we open this with the joint? This door? This case, and do we... We can. Okay. There's only a bed by anyway. Did you just roll that? Maybe a couple of these. No. Of course.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Let's see. Oh, he has demolition. Damn, we should have been using Atom to Atom, I should say, to defuse them. The freaking mines on the droid, and we could actually probably pick them up. Should we can pick these up? Skills high enough. They are. That's nice. No, skills too low. Really? Jeez, these mines must be like require you to be like level 10 or something that early in the game. That's mad. Do we have any demolition upgrades that we can do? Demolition. Could try that. Right. Let's see. Damage unit versus electricity fire. Wait, the belt might actually be useful on him. Demolition plus repair plus all them. These might be useful. And we'll try this. What's this guy's skills anyway? Completely forgot. What's he best at? Best at demolition. Street injury is pointless. So we now need to put 1 point into street injury. So he's pretty much got every skill up street injury here. Okay, can we recover the mines now? We can. Nice. Yeah, that's... Done.
More where that came from.
Pretty sure he's probably going in. One of it's because it's Jedi support. Pretty sure it's do not switch weapons. Range, tactical move. What's probably the best? See, I kind of like that. Obviously, we actually get more lightsaber stances later on in the game. Right, so I think we're about to exit this area, so I'm going to save the game here. Right, I was off a wee bit. Remote, established license system, destroy it. That's gonna poison us, but we should be outlive this, hopefully. In fact, if that works. Excuse me. Nice, so that's an upgrade for armor. Alright. Do another save because we're just in case. Maybe it's not the section when we get to the ship. I'm gonna destroy this one.
Let's settle this.
Yeah, there is something over here. Yes! Wait. Here's a droid. Don't know what that is, but... Yeah, we would have missed it. Even though it's only a Mark 1. Which means it's crap, but... Always nice to just check, you know? Okay. See, you can't just put locks in this. It's not like Night Gauntlet 1. Because if you break it, it destroys items inside of it. Not like the first game. Right. Been very good. Yeah, empty. Nah. Alright, I'm gonna save here. Again, I know I literally just saved like under a minute ago, but this section can be a wee bit annoying. Yes, let's get out of this shitty main room. Let's get out of this tutorial section. So yeah. It never makes sense where all these Sith troops come from, but then... First, there's like a single structure curve.
I have no intention of being left behind. Now, let us leave.
We managed to do that. Not a single circle around. Should I get an achievement for that? Unless I've done it before. Oh yeah, I've done it before.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, we're dead. It's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up. That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
Have a choice to do it.
Hold on. This is gonna get a little rocky. Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi. That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough. You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again? You are not listening to me.
I am, though.
This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price, and in the end you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice.
It's not fun.
Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn. Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won. The Sith will dare to accuse you of such. They believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters. The Jedi's civil war destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi, and the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi and those now lost.
And then the Jedi are dead.
Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them. Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Paragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Paragus. You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk. I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
Maybe that droid noisemaker could make itself useful repairing the ship for once.
True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare. Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds. But we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, Not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers. I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minoc. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you.
If it shuts you up, then... There we go, we're finally starting to go to the dark side. This one for I remember some ads or a few. I also just mentioned when using boots, lightsaber cast with high edge can use like dark side. Mentioned with high push your capacity sets a hit. Right. Intelligence. We'll do intelligence. If we get one extra skill point, we can start spinning on stuff. But we're not going to use that. I'm going to save that for the next level. I'm trying to think about what work on Turtle Wag. What's this? Yeah, so you can use your force to get force, that's kind of interesting. Battle meditation. Sure. So we're slowly becoming more and more dark. Alright. We're going to be ending the ship soon anyway, but let's do this talk and dialogue, get this out of the way. That'll probably be us. I said I was going to stream a wee bit longer today if we did start a wee bit later, but... Where are you on there? Thanks. Oh, I'm telling you to see a house. Yes. Good thing has increased nice. There we go. Alright. First line, do not speak droid. Oh yeah, this. So around HQ 47. We found one of them. Okay, So when you get 3 more then, which we'll be able to get you're able to easily get easily over the next few planets. So where does Cray spawn again in the ship? It's not that yet. I think it's oh, not in this one. I think it's down here.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give. Of course it was. I knew what was necessary, and that I was the only one who stood between you and him. This wound is a physical thing and will fade with time. It was necessary. Some things may only be learned from sacrifice. I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme. Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
JH, you could die. I don't think it's the first thing we need to swear with that.
If you think a connection to one such as yourself gives me any comfort, then you would be wrong. I desire this no more than you do. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
Compare Christine when each uses concentration against the as well. Nice.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
Yep.
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5. It is a tale you already know well. Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid. Indeed, the Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned. Two Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions.
Yep.
Yet Revan triumphed. But you know this, for you were there at Malachor 5, when the Mandalorians were crushed beneath Revan's might. You asked what had happened, and I am telling you. The past sent echoes into the future, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated at Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle. And so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this. If you had followed them, then you would have learned the lesson of a follower. Perhaps it was fortunate you did not. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic. Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order, Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still. As all Sith do, without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War. After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know. It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive. Perhaps. It is sometimes difficult to find the truth in the Jedi Civil War. Was it the Republic that defeated Malak, or was it Revan? If it was Revan, then the Republic was never truly tested. A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive. We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you. The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come. Ask. Indeed. And was it the same as before? If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force. What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason? Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
Yeah, we're not going to get ever end of the life for doing this.
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live. Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again, and if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done. I fear there may be no other choice. The threat we face is grave. If you cannot defend yourself, then we have already lost. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did. Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence.
Alright, so... Right, so we'll do these other two questions.
These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split. Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith. But in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did. In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
Okay.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
That's good. Okay, last question.
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it. It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough. Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
Okay.
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
I need some time right now.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our death. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
Okay. Alright, chat. We're going to end today's stream here. That's going to be us done today. So, here's the plan. So, obviously there's going to be no streaming of the weekend as usual. So Monday we'll be doing our Still Alive series again, which will be Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on the PlayStation 4 this week. On Monday. On the Tuesday, I think I'm going to start streaming on Tuesdays now as well. Like, just doing streams on Tuesday permanently. But we're not going to be starting until like 6 or 7 at night, UK time, BST time. Which will be starting a new playthrough, which will be replacing Battlefield 3, which will be Red Faction Guerrilla. Then on the Wednesday, we'll continue our playthrough of this. Then on the Thursday, we'll continue our playthrough of Red Faction Guerrilla. Then on Friday next week, we'll continue our playthrough of this. That's what the plan is. But anyway, that's good. As I said, that's us today. So, I guess I will see you all next time. So, peace out, and bye. I need to tap out from this game. I need to quit.